Hey, what's up? My name is Phil, and today we're going to be watching another movie. It's from Indian cinema. It's called Sardar Udham. I've gotten so many requests to watch this, and this might be one of the last few Indian cinema movies that we do react to on this channel. But we'll see. We'll see how this one goes, and we'll go from there. So, hope you enjoy, and let's dive in. Wow. As crazy as these depictions are, and as hard as they are to watch, I bet this doesn't even compare to what it was really like. Like, this probably pales in comparison to what it was truly like under that oppression, which is crazy to think.
चल आजा।
Wow. So wait, these officers work for the British as well? I'm guessing?
हमारे अच्छा सारे के कामरेड जो बचे हैं कुछ जेल में हैं, जो बाहर हैं वो टूट चुके हैं।
So they're like a rebellion?
पासपोर्ट
Uh-oh. Man's got a fresh cut. Whoa, is that the same guy? Yo, a shave like really changes his face. That's crazy. Yo, he looks clean.
सबने फंदे चुमने हैं ना।
Wow. Death wish.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes.
Sir, शेर सिंह फरार है।
Since when?
सर, एक हफ्ते से उसके थाने में कोई रिपोर्टिंग नहीं हुई है।
Come.
Sher Singh. I always wondered how accurate those drawings were. Totally be targeting the wrong person.
We found an application of a new passport for England, sir. It matches the description of the suspect, Sher Singh. But the passport issued in the name of Uday Singh, sir.
So everybody's looking for this guy. There's a lot of walking in this movie so far. Did he walk all the way here?
घंटी तो हमारे बांध गया शेर अंग्रेज।
Oh, maybe they're militia. Yeah.
वहाँ से पेटी उठा लो।
कितने रिवॉल्वर हैं?
रिवॉल्वर 8 है।
राउंड कितने?
राउंड 300 है।
ये पूरा रावलपिंडी।
Wow.
हाँ?
Jeez, how grateful we've been to have never been forced into this kind of situation where you literally have to form your own militia to fight back to survive. That's crazy. Respect.
अगर मुझे कुछ हो गया, कुछ ना कुछ तो होना ही है, छोड़ेंगे तो नहीं ये लोग। उसके बाद ऑर्गेनाइजेशन स्मूथली चले, उसके लिए तुम्हें कुछ बताना चाहता हूँ।
मेरा भी वही होना जो तेरा होना।
Wouldn't anybody that is like really about this organization face that fate? Okay. This is time jumping quite a bit. And not just in one direction, it's like both ways.
Passport, please.
It says Sher Singh?
There you go.
This guy wasn't briefed.
HSR में से तो हिंदुस्तान में कोई बचा ही नहीं। तो तुम अकेले यहाँ ये ग्रुप करोगे?
हमारे पास कुछ खास फंड्स भी नहीं है। जो भी है वो बहुत सोच समझ के खर्च करना पड़ता है। लंदन किस नाम से आए हो?
शेर सिंह।
नाम बदल लो। ऑलरेडी तुम्हारे लिए MI5 और स्कॉटलैंड यार्ड दोनों जगह अलर्ट्स इशू हो गए होंगे।
भगत सिंह से आखिरी मुलाकात कब हुई तुम्हारी?
पकड़े जाने से पहले। उसके बाद तो सीधे वो चिट्ठी मिली थी।
क्या कह रहा था वो?
कहीं बाहर जाकर सपोर्ट खड़ा करने को बोला था।
Hello, trauma. Oh jeez, okay. There's gonna be some trauma. Okay, so he's looking for someone in the Dwyer family.
With Hitler continuing
6 years, damn.
of Nazi world domination, the writing on the wall is clear. The world is headed for all-out war.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is a great privilege for me to be here to talk to you on behalf of the East India Association and the Royal Central Asian Society.
Yeah, all fine.
Over 100,000 Sikhs from my Punjab fought for the crown. And I made sure that the Indians contributed generously to the war loan. The empire was and is a force for good. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, it is not only our right but our duty to rule India. It is not only Africa, ladies and gentlemen, that is the white man's burden. With the benefit of my experience, I can tell you that these reforms have been effective. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Bravo! Okay, so is this the Dwyer guy? Oh shoot, is he gonna take him out? Right here?
Mr. Dwyer!
Oh! Oh! Yo! Just like that. Yo, how many rounds you got? Oh, he's just about that. He's not even running. He wants to take responsibility for this. Okay. Okay. This movie just took off. Wait, was he related to the person who ordered the shooting of that 20,000? Is that it? I can't remember the name. Oh, he's so happy. Look at that smile, man. Like, I guess he fulfilled his purpose, right? That's a win.
Sir Michael O'Dwyer, the former Lieutenant Governor of the Punjab during the time of the Amritsar affair of 1919, was shot dead by an Indian man in London earlier today.
Who is behind this murder?
Witnesses have confirmed that he is a man of Indian origin. We have recovered a pistol and live ammunition from him, about 9 rounds. Further links are being investigated, but we will not tolerate such violence, such acts of terrorism.
What organization do you work for?
It's just called the organization. Oh, damn.
Why did you do this?
Right. So what have we got?
Well, we figured out he worked in a cotton mill in the Punjab in about 1919.
Any family?
An orphan. His mother died when he was 6, his father soon after that. He and his brother Udai, they grew up in an orphanage.
Any other
He actually does have a brother named
Some
Uday.
cousins, but we're not sure yet.
Using different names. Sher Singh, Uday Singh, Udham Singh, Azad Singh, and Frank Brazil.
Frank Brazil.
Small apartment in
You thought you got them all, didn't you? Well, you didn't.
Sardar
He said he fired 6 times. Isn't Zetland dead?
Sircar. I do not feel pain.
Wow.
I see death. Feel no pain. Water.
I mean, you're speaking like you feel pain. Oh, jeez, they're stretching them?
You've eluded us for 9 years. I mean, you must have made some really nice friends.
I mean, you're definitely feeling pain now.
Is the next attack for? Come on, you can tell me.
Oh, shoot.
Tell me.
Oh my gosh, no.
Important figures you were following.
No. Oh.
This is Scotland Yard. We will dig everything out, one way or another. There's no way that a carefully planned assassination like this can be carried out without the support of a big organization.
इस killing के पीछे कौन सा organization है?
You must have had the support of all our regular rebels who frequent such places.
गुरुद्वारे में और भी extremist आते थे?
Copycat, SS Johal, Surat Ali. You honestly expect me to believe that they were not involved?
Just gonna pin it on these people and he'll be responsible. Don't look up.
What's the nature of your association with Eileen Palmer? Surely then you knew that he was a wanted man before he came to England.
I knew him, but he didn't talk much.
Were you aware of what he was planning to do?
No. I already told you I didn't know.
But I don't believe you.
So what is it that you're planning to do?
Oh, so she did know the plan.
You are planning something. Go home and fight shoulder to shoulder with them.
Shoulder to shoulder, yes. Shoulder to shoulder, I want. I can't.
Why not?
My party, HSRA, finished.
Oh yeah, they're all
Everybody
gone.
shot, hanged.
You see, Eileen, I'm finding it increasingly hard to believe that you were unaware of his extremist activities.
She walked away. Deniability.
Regular in any manner. In fact, he was erratic. Somewhat capricious.
Can't remember. So when he was backpacking through Russia, that was after all of this? Maybe?
So what else were you planning then? A little bombing campaign, perhaps? Do you really think that the Nazis and the Russians would lend a helping hand and we just stand idly by? You want us to believe that you came back only for a Dwyer?
Now, one knows the authorities' opinion of General Dyer, and so did he. He died a broken man, but unrepentant. And I have no hesitation in saying that General Dyer's action that day was the decisive factor in crushing the rebellion.
Like this is the 20,000 event, right?
Of which is now generally realized, but the Hunter Commission would not hear a word of evidence to say that the Punjab rebellion was connected in any way whatsoever to the Afghan invasion. The Indian Congress made a report that's called the Indian Congress Report on the Punjab, most of it written by Gandhi, and in that he says that it was my intention to crush political consciousness in India. No, Mr. Gandhi. My intention was to crush lawlessness and rebellion.
So how many years was this? Like 6 years of just like intense research, practice? Like he's measuring 12 times and cutting once, and he still missed. At least the other targets. But I wonder if this indecisiveness, or maybe it's not indecisiveness, but just kind of slow to act kind of character, maybe it's the good thing? It makes him more strategic, or maybe it's bad because he misses opportunities. No reason he couldn't have done it there. Less people. Because there is something bigger. There has to be something bigger.
India. Now that's a trait I've always admired in the Indians. A willingness to please. India. Awful weather. Terrible food.
Chill.
Never bothered to learn the language, but I served the crown well in India. Now, the ordinary people, the common people, the peasants, they liked us. They never had any trouble with us. Students, communists. They incited the common people. They instigated the rebellions. But you seem rational. You are here, in the heart of the British Empire, making a good, honest, lawful living like us. You'll make a good salesman.
Let's pop him right now. I was thinking about it. No? Yeah. Really looking forward to what they reveal why he's doing it all like this.
ये लोग हमें रेबल्स बुलाते हैं. अगर अपने राइट्स मांगना रिबेलियन है, रेवोल्यूशनरी सिंबॉलिक एक्ट करते हैं अपनी प्रोटेस्ट को रजिस्टर करने के लिए. वो टेरर से किसी को डराना या धमकाना नहीं चाहते. ऐसे ही नहीं रेवोल्यूशनरी बन जाते. अब बायस नहीं हो सकते, कम्युनल नहीं हो सकते, कास्टिस्ट नहीं हो सकते. रेवोल्यूशनरीज में क्लास नहीं होती. बेसिक मुद्दे की बात यह है कि सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है इक्वालिटी.
Shouting slogans like "Long live the revolution," "Down with imperialism," and "Workers of the world unite," both men did not flee after the act, but willingly courted arrest here. With the Labour Party watching closely, the ruling Conservatives have decided to order strict prosecution of the members of the revolutionary outfit HSRA. In a nationwide strike, police have successfully raided suspected hideouts in Lahore and Saharanpur, killing several members and arresting some prominent ones, including Sardar and both wanted as conspirators in the Sordid murder case, along with Baghat Singh himself.
I mean, for someone that's been tortured and beaten for the better part of a couple days, he looks pretty good. It's another time jump.
बेल्ट नु ऊपर खींच. ऊपर.
Just like that. Wow.
Mr. Singh, I know you think you don't need a lawyer. You will have to cooperate if you want me to present your defense. So let's start from the beginning. When did you plan the assassination?
I'll see you again next Sunday. Good luck. See you next week.
Is it when the wheels were in motion? Oh, he actually spoke to him.
Salesman, where's your box? Where's your pens?
Oh, yeah.
Not everyone has taste like you, sir.
You want to be selling rifles. There's a war coming. There's money to be made.
I need a job, sir.
Come round to the house. Let's see what we can do for you. Okay.
Mehrbani, sir.
Simple as that. So he's just a servant right now, like a butler. I mean, someone this rich and like this powerful must have had someone doing this stuff already, no? That was a good edit.
Tell me, salesman, where were you in April 1919?
Important date.
I was...
I remember. You told me. Working in the factory or on the railway.
Yes, sir.
They deserved it.
Hmm.
You can't rise in rebellion and expect a medal. You know. Got what was coming. You're ungrateful. Would you kill a man to save 10? 10 men to save 100? 1,000? Lakhs?
It depends, sir.
Fear is a deterrent. The mutiny was brewing. There would have been another river in the Punjab. A 6th river. A river of blood. I ended Gandhi's soul force with brute force.
There were women.
For real?
Children. Wounded.
Wounded? Their relatives carried them away.
Carry away how, sir? There was curfew. There was martial law. Shoot at sight orders.
Jeez.
People afraid to take people to hospital.
Nonsense. Nonsense. When he stopped firing, that was the sign that it was good for them to go.
इतना evil किसी आदमी में कैसे हो सकता है? उसे अपने किए पे कोई अफसोस नहीं था.
So you left the job?
मारा था तो मार देता.
Isn't that what you wanted?
Protest नहीं होता. वो कहते हैं वार करने मालिक की जान लेती है.
Okay, okay.
Why don't you finish your flipping job, idiots? I'll cut your wages.
बंद कर काम. बंद कर काम.
Unionizing.
बंद कर. Slavery है ये बंद कर.
Oh, okay, this is when he spoke up against them.
सुपरवाइजर मैनेजर से डरेगा, मैनेजर मालिक से डरेगा, मालिक सरकार से डरेगी, फिर नहीं मिल रही ना?
What the hell are you doing?
You're disturbing everyone!
Oh! Oh, shoot, okay. That was a bit more than threatening. I guess that makes sense. So, to be truly symbolic of the fact that the movement is alive and well, make it a big spectacle in front of people and claim it for that movement, and then kind of show that it's happening on the outside of that country as well, and that it can touch them. Okay. There's the opportunity. Oh shoot, like Shawshank. That's really cool. I mean, it's unreadable now, but it's pretty cool. So this revolver has 10 shots?
साल इंतजार किया.
21 years. The last 3 of them, you were like within proximity to kill him.
आपका British law.
Thank you. Your Lordship, he has requested to take oath on a book of his choice. A classical romance, Here Randya. He has the right to take an oath on the book of his choice.
Proceed.
I wonder what the significance of this book is. Let me know in the comments what that book is about. It'd be really interesting.
State your name for the record.
Shoot me.
State your name.
Shooting is a waste of time. Just shoot me.
Yes.
State your name.
Ram
He
Mohammed
wants to
Singh
do-
Azad.
State your real name.
Jai Asli Naam hai. This is my real name.
Do you plead guilty?
I protested. आपका पूरा ब्रिटिश एम्पायर एक ट्रेडिंग कंपनी है.
जो एक imperialistic power बनकर हम पर राज कर रही है illegally and forcefully.
We have a clear admission of guilt, my lord. May I suggest we proceed with the sentencing?
The defence has not spoken, your lordship.
The murderer has spoken enough.
We demand a just trial, as is laid down by the law of the land.
He has shot 3 people, former public servants, in front of hundreds of people. We have witnesses.
But your lordship...
Overruled.
Freedom is my birthright, and fighting for freedom is no crime.
There is a complaint against you by an Indian gentleman whose nose you broke in a bar, and yet you say you are a freedom fighter.
Yes! You Britishers have plundered us, divided us, looted us, robbed us of all dignity, finished our economy.
That's enough.
Yes, that is enough. It is time for you to leave my country.
That is enough! Will you stop this political ranting, my lordship?
We are here to decide on the quantum of sentence based on the crime committed by this man.
What's the point of the defense?
Would not report on any statements made by the accused. Do
Wow.
members of the press
Wow.
understand this? The accused is found guilty as charged. The accused
Kangaroo court.
will be hanged till death.
It's already written.
Sorry to report he's refusing all food, sir.
Oh, for God's sake. Don't make a martyr.
I thought you were gonna kill him.
You need to stop this hunger strike.
Were you not gonna have him hanged? Just do that. What's this? Oh, jeez. What? Oh God, what is it? Oh, they're force feeding him. Jeez. Jeez, the strength that this guy has. But well, he just won't be broken.
I know you're not a killer. You've never killed anyone before in your life.
This guy's a sympathizer.
What happened that day?
Oh, jeez. Do we have to see this? Oh my gosh, there's kids in there. I mean, it is a rowdy crowd, but it doesn't justify opening fire on them. They don't have weapons or anything.
Gandhi has left Delhi for Amritsar.
Arrest Gandhi.
Yes, sir.
No one should enter Punjab until further orders.
A protest has been called at Jallianwala Bagh, but it's likely to be peaceful.
Likely. But it's going to be political, yes?
Yes, sir.
So it's an unlawful gathering, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Who do you have in mind for the job?
We have briefed Colonel Monago.
I find him to be hesitant. Call for General Reginald Dyer. Amritsar is in the hands of the rebels. It is your job to get it back.
I will need your permission to proclaim martial law, sir.
You are the man on the ground, General. We need to set an example.
I mean, it's planting all the seeds. Oh gosh. She's gonna die here, isn't she?
ओए, तू फिर से आ गया ड्यूटी पे?
नहीं मैं नहीं आ रहा जल्द से मैं कल सो रहा हूँ.
Jeez, so many rounds. Could somebody in the comments explain to me a little bit more about the Roulette Act? If it's a real thing? Like, what was part of it? Why was it such a huge point of contention? From behind.
Should we issue a warning, sir?
No warning?
They've had their warning.
No, man. Oh my gosh. This is execution.
Fire!
Wow! No! Oh my gosh! Ah! Like, even if you know what's gonna happen, like they've been talking about it this whole time, nothing can prepare you for this. Yo, I can't even watch this, man. No! Oh, this is too much. Oh.
आपको वो सब के बारे में पता नहीं होगा. Just a footnote in your history.
Jeez.
But you weren't even there when the firing started. So what did you see?
I was late.
Oh, I saw the aftermath. Oh my god. Oh, he was asking for water when he was beaten.
कैसे संभालते? रब्बा मेरे.
Is this the actual courtyard? Yeah, you can see why this would radicalize someone. Even if you didn't get to witness it. What do you do? Like, how do you... Like, you're traumatized forever.
Reshma?
How do you even... How do you even try finding her in this? Yeah, kind of like start doing the Titanic thing. Is anybody alive? Does anybody need help? Like, just try to find anybody with a pulse. Oh my god. Yeah, I can't watch this. Oh. Look at this guy, man. Just finding a way. Good for you. Jeez, that was a tight fit. Oh my gosh.
बचेंगे नहीं. डॉक्टर चाहिए.
और कितने?
बहुत लोग हैं, पर बाहर अभी कर्फ्यू लगा है.
Wait, did they say they haven't lifted the curfew? Oh man, wow. It's like not me, not my granddaughter. Oh. Yeah, it was bound to happen. This guy's exhausted. He's probably not even like hydrating or taking care of himself. He's just, who else can I help?
Message from Sir Michael O'Dwyer, sir.
I've been up all night. Haven't had any sleep.
Feel guilty?
I did my duty.
Your action has been approved, sir. Is the curfew to be kept on?
Announce a relaxation at 8 a.m. They will need to bury and burn their dead.
Yes, sir.
उस रात मैंने मौत देखी, एक बस वही अपनी थी, फिर सब अपने हो गए.
Is there anything I can do for you?
Yes. Tell people I was a revolutionary.
Execution day? Come to see you. Oh, what do you have in his hand? Wow. 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 Okay. Now I see why everybody was telling me to watch this movie. Wow. Yeah, I can imagine that for sure. That stays with you. It's like Hiroshima. Okay, so that was an excellent film. I obviously didn't know anything about it going into it. Purposefully, like I didn't want to look into it because I do like being surprised. But I knew that it was popular. I knew that it was something that people really wanted me to see and react to. I know it's a movie that a lot of like reaction channels have reacted to. So I'm surprised that I haven't been able to, or I wasn't spoiled, if that's the right word. But it was really, really good. I love historical movies. Didn't know that that's what I was getting into, especially because of the way that our Indian cinema movies have been going. It's been really fantastical, and in the genre of kind of its own genre, just really leaning into the fantasy and that type of storytelling. So this is the first time I ever watched a piece of Indian cinema that was really, really about the story and really about just kind of, the emotional beats of it. Of course, all the other films have those as well, but there's nothing kind of too out there about this film other than the power of this story, and I think that's what made it so beautiful and really, really good. The one thing that just keeps playing in my mind, and it's something that I mentioned way at the beginning when they were doing the initial context setting for the movie. It's like, regardless of what they showed, and it was gory, and it was terrifying and disgusting, I still don't believe that came anywhere close to what it was really like during that period for these oppressed people. It was probably more disgusting, more horrid. Just things that you could not even imagine. So I think this gives you a really good historical context. I think this gives you a bit of an eye-opening experience because it is something that will stick with you. But no doubt in my mind that I think it's something that is probably like a tamer version of what really happened, which is extremely sad. That scene was really tough, and obviously it was a really long scene. They gave it some time to breathe. They gave it some time to really affect people, and they made it a point to show you what this looked like, to show you like the atrocities that happened, and in detail. So I think that was a really meaningful choice. Tough to watch, but I think that's the point, right? It's a history, and it's something that happened that you need to really understand and see to believe, and that's probably the closest that we could get to it. So I think it was a really powerful story to tell, and really, really important. And yeah, there were times in there that I just could not keep watching. I like, we, as people that are taking this in for entertainment, we have the luxury of turning away and saying, okay, I don't want to look at that. And you just have to kind of put yourself back in the perspective of the fact that people that were living this did not have that opportunity. And from that point on, for the rest of their lives, they would never be able to get away from that. That is traumatic. There was one scene there, and it's probably one of my bigger reactions is like when just a little boy who was hurt and shot at, and I just couldn't look. Like my wife and I, we have 2 young boys at home, and to distract myself, I looked down at my phone, and of course my wallpaper is a picture of my son, and it's just like, oh, I could not imagine the pain that those families have been feeling, and like the sacrifice that these families, these family members are making. Like we have Udam going around trying to save people, and they're like, no, save my son, save my grandchildren, save them, don't save me. And that is just a picture of selflessness. And regardless of what actions they were taking, and being a part of a rebellion, they are good people at heart. And this kind of shows you that, right? Like no one deserves that kind of treatment. So crazy to kind of just see that, and surprising that I didn't know anything about this. So I'm glad. And what I like to do after every one of these types of films where it's historical in nature, I like to go back and learn a little bit more about it. So I'll definitely be doing that. But if you have any context about this particular massacre, let me know. Did they get it right? Was it accurate? Were the numbers accurate? What happened afterwards, right? I know they mentioned that there's still no public apology, but it looked like there were some trials. It looked like there were some like Nuremberg-esque trials that were happening with the people that were in charge, but would really love to know what happened there. And another thing that is really interesting to me that I've always wondered, and I've seen it play out in a lot of the films that we have been seeing, is just this idea of under British rule, when you have Indian natives who are serving in the British Army or as British officers, oppressing their own people. How did Indians feel about those individuals? Like, was there some animosity? Was there like a feeling of you being a traitor? Like, what happened? And what forced people into those decisions to become an officer, to fight for the British, as opposed to joining a rebellion or just kind of being a part of the class that just actively rebels against it and is not going to take it and does not like the British rule? Like, what went into those decisions, and how did people actually feel about that? Because I can understand it from different contexts, from like a Christian context, when people chose to be taxpayers and tax their own people, and people hated them, right? Like, it's just kind of like you're working for the oppressor and you're helping them hurt us. And I can understand that perspective, but I have no idea what it looks like here. So let me know how people did feel historically, how you feel watching this and seeing it portrayed. If things like this still sting in your family history, like, is this something that comes up? That's something that is really, really interesting to me, and something that I've just always wondered ever since we started watching Indian cinema with RRR. Ram, he was serving, and they were calling him a traitor and all that kind of stuff. So super, super interesting. Some questions that I'd really love to just have a conversation about in the comment section, because as you know, I'm in there. I do respond to comments. I do ask questions and thank people, and occasionally I butt heads with a few people as well. But I think that's all in the good fun of YouTube as part of opening up the discourse. There's a lot of things that I don't know as somebody that is Western, that is consuming this for the first time, and I'm going into this with that ignorance on my sleeve. I want you to know that I don't know. right? And I'm open to learning, and hopefully the comments and a lot of the discourse that happens in the section can be in a way that teaches as opposed to tears down, because I think that has been a bit of a deterrent for this channel in terms of wanting to do more Indian cinema, because it's just not constructive. But hopefully this one will be, because this was an excellent film, and I think this is something that I definitely need to show more people. This is a story that needs to be told and heard a lot more. Definitely gave me vibes of like another film that I've seen called Sophie Scholl, where it's more about the Holocaust, and around the same time period, honestly, with like the World War II happening and with Hitler. But yeah, just kind of these people who are freedom fighters, who are strong and stood out and died, martyred, because of their beliefs and their strength. So a lot of very, very similar tones here, but this story stands on its own. One that is definitely worth a rewatch, I think. Hopefully Erica will be down to watch it at some point. We won't do a video of it, but I think it's worth us just sitting down and consuming it. So thank you to everybody for watching. Thank you for consistently suggesting that we watch this movie. I think it was a really good one, and I'm glad that we did it. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully you engage with us in the comment section and answer some of those questions and let us know your opinions, because it really does add so much more to this experience. So thank you, and we will see you for the next movie, whatever that is. Peace.